All right, next bonus step that you can take in order to increase the pace towards your debt-free destiny is to downsize to upgrade. Sometimes you have to take a step back to go forward, and that's okay. Some people just think that they're only going to go up, up, and up, and up, and up, and up their entire life. But just like with charts, it's an up, it's a down, and sometimes you go down a little bit, and then you go higher, high, and then maybe down a little bit, and that previous resistance was the new peak. So sometimes you got to downsize to upgrade. What are some things you can downsize to upgrade? Your lifestyle, okay? How you do things, food, car. Like, are you going out to eat all day, every day? If so, you need to switch it up. We're going to have another course on health, but I use to save time, save money. I do a meal prep delivery service. And trust me, you will save a lot more on that than you will, and I'll put it in the link below, but you'll save a lot more money doing that than just eating out every single day. So also, being organized with your groceries, being organized with what you buy on a weekly basis, being diligent with all this is just going to lead to so much increase. How can I have a maid or a chef if I have no idea what I want them to cook me for maximum results, etc.? So getting track of all that now is going to set up for those days. Also, your car. If you downsize your car in order to upgrade later, and here's the thing, at any point, if you're even in this course, you're somebody that you're going to drive a nice car one day. Okay, I'm confessing that prophecy over you. You're going to drive a nice car one day. But here's the thing, if you're trying to drive it right now and you're in debt, I'm telling you, you're ahead of where you're supposed to be. And if you really want to be in, another great thing about being debt free is knowing that I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm not ahead and I'm not behind. I'm exactly where I need to be. Everything is on par with where I'm supposed to be. And it's just such an exciting feeling knowing that I'm exactly where I need to be, and where I'm going, I'm going to get there right on time. Perfect time and God's timing. So if you downsize your car, I'm telling you, there's a lot of benefits that come with doing that, that come with your character and also the people around you. And some of you are like, I don't believe in all that stuff or whatever. Well, look, it's coming from a young 25-year-old, but God has given me wisdom beyond my years, okay? And I'm telling you what a old 50-year-old would tell you, and you would probably take it then. So stop caring what other people think, okay? It's not going to matter 10 years from now when you're, flying in the private jet, okay? It won't matter. Well, those people will still be judging you, and they'll actually look at you better then. They're going to be like, oh, wow, they got a private jet or whatever, I want to hang around, and it'll be too far gone. So downsize your car in order you can upgrade to another car. If you have a car payment, stop. All that money that you're putting towards a car payment, you need to be putting towards your investments after you get debt free. And here's another thing with that book, The Millionaire Next Door, he talks about how what percentage of the millionaires, right, in America buy cars versus rent cars. And it's like a majority of the percentage of them buy their cars, right? They'll buy a nice car. Like if you're a millionaire, you can spend 30K on a car and get a nice car. Okay, cool. Or you might want to go higher, maybe 70K, if you want to go real crazy. But when you have $10 million, you can buy the Lambo outright with cash, okay? You could buy it brand new if you want. I wouldn't recommend doing that because I would buy a Lambo that I would use the exotic car hacks method, and I would buy a Lambo that's used with X amount of miles, but has flattened out with the depreciation zone. So certain exotic cars, they have a depreciation. So like, yes, right when you drive a brand new car, any kind of car off the lot, it depreciates. But then some exotic cars, after X amount of years, it actually levels off the depreciation. And there's some years where it's more valuable than others because it becomes a collector car. So you can purchase it, drive it around, maybe add 10,000 miles to it, and then sell it and really not be at a loss. You can actually gain and get paid to drive. So that's a whole nother thing. But downsize your car if you have a car payment. And I'm telling you, it's going to hurt for a day. And then you're going to be like, you know what? But I'm doing this because this is the right thing to do. I'm building my character. Get your reasons stacked. Write down all your reasons for doing it. And then go. And I'm telling you, you're going to feel so good when you're in, whatever car you're in. but you know that you don't have to pay this $300 payment. I don't have any payments to people that I have to pay. Like all the payments that I'm choosing to pay are things that I'm choosing to pay. Like they're subscriptions that I'm choosing to pay. That's the great thing. At any point, I could stop them, and nothing's taken away from me. Well, I guess the service is stopped, right? But if you stop paying your car payment, you might it'll hurt your credit, it'll hurt your whatever. By the way, I don't even care about credit at this point with crypto and everything on the come up, but it'll hurt. Like they could potentially come and repo and get your car. Okay, same thing with your house. You know, you got to foreclose. Like they're going to come after you. Like there's no one that's going to come after me if I stop paying whatever it is that I'm paying for. The service will just stop. So downsize your car, your home. If you are, especially if you're single, if you are single and you have purchased a home in order to, as an investment or all those things that we talked about, you need to sell that thing. Don't take the equity out as a HELOC. Don't do that. Sell the entire home. Excuse me. Sell the entire home, okay? And go rent a home. You can rent a home, okay? Or go travel, you know, whatever you want to do while you can. Or just go live in a place where you rent. Like right now, I'm renting in a place and I'm living in a home and I've got roommates. Now you can rent without roommates. I like having roommates though. I'm not married yet, so it's like I get to see people and, you know, chop it up, talk. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? You know, what you got going on with life, etc. And so, and then that way, I'm telling you, it feels so good knowing that you are shoving as much as you can into your investments day by day. That's it. Once this game pretty much got all figured out to a certain point, I'm like, okay, I know that I can get to this point by this point if I just keep my disciplines. And if I level up, it'll come even faster. It's so exciting. So downsize your home so that you can buy mansions later, okay? Because that's the thing, at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here saying, hey, you need to eat beans and rice so that you can always eat beans and rice and maximize your investments. No, I'm saying live like no one else for a little bit so you can live like no one else for a lot of it, okay? For the rest of your life, all right? You put in a year of grinding, you will have a lot of benefits from that. You put in 5 years of grinding, you put 10 years of grinding, you can do whatever you want. Man, so home, clothes, okay? You don't need to be wearing designer, Gucci, whatever. You should look nice though. I'm not saying, so you should look nice because what you wear has a direct correlation on your confidence, whether you want to believe it or not. Even Napoleon Hill talks about it in his books. So what you wear has an effect on your confidence and how you deal with people, especially if you're in sales. Appearance is it's so powerful. So you should definitely look as nice as you can, especially if you're representing Almighty God. You need to just look nice, man. Show people that you are highly favored. And that's the thing. When it comes to investing and increasing, so once you become debt free, you should be investing in how you look. You really should. You should be investing in grooming and looking good and feeling good, your teeth, your health. All those things are going to help other areas of your life. But downsize your clothes. You come up with a list of how much you spend on clothes, what kind of clothes you need. You really only need a couple pairs of socks, a couple pairs of underwear, a couple different pants, you know, one, maybe two nice dress shoes that you wear, you know, and then a play around / gym shoes. And that's really it that you need while you're on the come up. Okay. By the way, this whole course is about the come up. And even if you're already, you know, ahead of the game, these are some things that you can learn and take into account, and you can revert back a little bit, you know, downsize so that you can have an even stronger foundation moving forward. Live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Live like no one else. There's no one else that's going to take their car and sell it so they can downsize just so they can get a faster payment. Because here's the thing, especially if you're going to have children and all these different things, you wanting to have that car ahead of when you should have it, and I know it's nice, it's got the nice seats and all these different things, you're taking away millions of dollars from your grandchildren. Think about it like that. Every dollar I spend or save or invest, I think of it with I think of it with 1,000x leverage. So if I buy something that's, you know, $1,000, I'm thinking, okay, that's $1 million for my grandchildren. But I look at it as like, okay, if it was $1,000 thing that's going to improve my sleep and that thing, which improves my sleep, is going to improve my health, and then I can think clearer and I can make more things that earn me $1,000, then that's going to earn the $1,000,000 back. But purchasing some car that you don't need, that just gets you, a car just supposed to get you to point A to point B. When you have millions of dollars, then you can just splurge and buy whatever cars and look nice, and it's awesome because you made it, okay? Because you grinded. But until then, I'm telling you, live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Debt-free destiny.